Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am Power Symphonic. I have got an immensely huge haul here to show you. I've literally another jackpot at work. I cannot believe somebody have thrown these away. There's a couple of books that are sadly the water damage, where like the book stuck together because it's had water in it, which is kind of annoying. But the discs, I've checked all the discs, and after a little wipe down, they're completely fine. Most of them, they're completely fine and they're perfect. It's just they're good for like spares or something like that. So quite a lot of them have gone to friends. A couple of them have literally been kept for me until I can actually find a decent copy at the right price. They're in a pile. They won't be catalogued, but they're in that pile of something I can listen to. And then I've seen them on eBay and I've put a couple in the basket. And when I get funds, I'll be getting official copies. But I've got one vinyl, which is a pre-order from Amazon. And this band were formed way back in 1985, and this one was released in 1992, and it's their second release. I actually finally have this on vinyl, and it's Dream Theater, Images and Words. It's, look at that, just literally look at that. I can't believe I got it on vinyl. One of my friends said about that was very expensive. I was expecting this album, because this is their biggest album, because obviously have pulled me under, but I was expecting to go on there and look for this album, and I was expecting like £100 or something like that, but for £21 something. And it's a Dream Theater's 1992 studio album featuring Pull Me Under and Another Day, pressed on clear vinyl, which, yeah. And also one of my favourites, Metropolis Part 1, The Miracle in the Sleeper, Under a Glass Moon, Wait for Sleep, Learning to Live, Surrounded, Take the Time. But yeah, absolutely awesome. So I'm going to be unboxing that, and that'll be on my YouTube channel, and I cannot wait. But let's get into this massive haul. It took me 2 days to bring it home after work, because my bag, there isn't much space in my bag, and I couldn't find a bag at work, and all the bags I found were not really in good condition. Normally like the big the bags that they have in like the sports shops, where you put all your clothes in when you buy all your clothes and stuff, usually them. But there weren't any in okay conditions I could put them in, but these were in my bag, and I'll show you what I've got. There's a lot of stuff to go through here. So the first one is Greatest and Latest, and that's by the UK, I believe they're a glam rock band, Shawadi Wadi. My uncle's a big fan of these and absolutely loves them. That's the reason why I picked it up. And I know a couple of songs in here. I know Hey Rock and Roll. I'm going to see if there's Under the Moon of Love. I know that one. I think that's it. But my uncle absolutely loves them. So that's gone to my uncle, and that will be passed on to him. Because a couple of the songs I found on Spotify are the ones that I don't mind. So that's added to my playlist. Because I'm not sure if they're a band I'd actually collect all their physical stuff, but having them digital is cool. So I thought, yeah, I'll pass that on to him, and I know he'd fully appreciate it. This next one, I know my brother's a fan of them, and I only know, I believe there's a song called Ghost Town. I may be wrong with the artist, but this one is Special Stereotypical A's and B's Rarities. So that one's for my brother, because I know my brother loves them, and I don't know. I think these Ghost Town are sung, but I don't really know much about the band. So I'm going to give them a proper listen, and then if this one's in good condition, so other than the cases just fell off, but you can easily replace the case. So if it is a band and I'm like, great, I need to get their stuff and I regret giving it to my brother, oh well, I can just easily, because I've seen us in eBay and I can easily get it cheap. So that's one for my brother. Now we have quite a lot of stuff to show you. So we have Enya, Clannad. I actually already have that one in my collection, which is like the theme from Robin Hood or Robin of Sherwood, which is awesome. And then you have like the theme from Harry's Game and various other stuff. So that one's more like a compilation, but I know a friend that will happily have that. This one I don't have in my collection, so I do now, and it's the Celts, and it's another one from Enya. Actually don't have that one in my collection. I do like as I've said to quite a few people, I do like other stuff other than rock and metal. I do like the odd, like, I like some Celtic stuff, folk. I like classical. I like blues and various other stuff. So yeah, that one's gone into my collection. This one I looked and I do already have, and it's Rhapsody in Blue, an American in Paris piano concerto from Gershwin. So I've already got that one, so that one's going to be passed on to a friend. This one, I actually got to check it because I don't know if I got it, and it's a 10 CD box set. And this one, the Essential Mozart, so I'm not sure if I've got that. So that one will, if I haven't got it, will go in my collection. If I have got it, that one will go to one of my friends. I know some people are like, but they're worth virtually sod all classical music. I'm not that fussed. I'll buy the ones in charity shops at 50p or £1 because I actually listen to it and I enjoy some classical, especially Antonio Vivaldi. I like the Four Seasons, Vivaldi Four Seasons. That's my favourite classical piece, and it's masterpiece, as I say. But yeah, I'd love to hear that live in concert with some orchestra. I've watched it on YouTube and stuff, but I'd love to go and see it and see somebody perform it. Then we have Guns N' Roses Civil Wars, the legendary broadcast 4 CD set. So this one's a live one. There's actually another one somewhere in there. The both of them were inside a cardboard sleeve. So you get like an 8 CD set, I think it was, and the cardboard sleeve was beyond salvageable, so I chucked it, but these are in good condition. Can't believe somebody threw these away. So this, I've looked on eBay for it and I found a copy. I think it's like 10 quid, so I'm going to be picking it up for myself at some point. So I've added it to the basket, and this one I'm just going to gift to my good friend Stewie because you know, I prefer it when it's got the full, you know, the cardboard sleeve and all that sort of stuff. So that one's for my good friend Stewie. So this pile is actually ones that I'm passing on to my good friend Stewie because I've already got them in my collection. So you have Polka Party, Weird Al Yankovic, which is awesome. I've actually got a few of his CDs. I do like his stuff. I like his Living with a Hernia. And then he sings about the Commodore 64. And then there is Amish Paradise. So he does like parody songs, which is awesome. This one I do have in my collection. It's a shame that the book is a bit stuck together. But this one is Redeemer of Souls from Judas Priest. So it's a 2-disc edition, where you get 5 bonus tracks, which is cool. I've got that one, so that one's gifted to my friend Stewie. I do have this one, Batter of Hell revamped. So I've got the revamped edition. Then this is the other Guns N' Roses one, Live and Let Die. So it's the other live one. So Buenos Aires, part 1 and 2, and then Indiana. So that's 2 gigs on 4 CDs, which is cool. And let me check that other one. The other one is, yeah, there's 3 shows or 3 live from various places. And then this 4 is TV rarities, which is cool. So I'm excited to get that one and actually pick it up and add it to my collection. Now I do have this one, Def Leppard's Best Of. I've got various Best Ofs of Def Leppard, but can't remember then when this one was actually released. 2004, so it was a 2004 release, and I still play it to this day and I think it's absolutely awesome. This one, my friend Stewie, because he loves his rugby, and I thought didn't even know there was something out, but volume 3, and it just says Ron and the Rude Boys, Rude Rugby Songs. Don't know if that's going to be any good or if it's terrible, but my good friend Stewie is you know, as I said, he loves his rugby, so I said he'll have that, and he said, because he loves his dad jokes, and I thought he'll have it for the crack and give that a listen. Oh, luckily it's still in there. Then we have Still Hot, Still Not Black Enough, is it? Yeah, Still Not Black Enough, and that is Wasp. Actually don't have that one in my collection, but I found it on eBay, a couple of quid, purely because of the book is stuck together. But I know my friend Stewie is not that fussed, and he'll find a copy at some point, but that's gifted to him. So that's 2 of my piles. I've got another 3 piles here to show you. So there's some more here. So we have Mr. Moonlight, Foreigner. Actually already have that one in my collection. Piper at the Gates of Dawn. It was a bit wet and stuck together, but the 2 CD I believe there's 2 CD in here. Is it 1, 2 CD? 2 CD, I think it is, because that's CD 1 and that is the, oh no, it's 1 CD. I thought it may have been a 2-disc edition with different ones, but I've already got that in my collection and I already have it on vinyl, and I did do an unboxing video of the vinyl version on my YouTube channel if you want to check that one out. So I've got that one. That one's being passed on. Then we have The Who, Tommy, live at the Royal Albert Hall. I actually already have that one in my collection. That's a brilliant concert. They do play the whole of Tommy, and then they do a encore of like the best of songs, which is cool. That one's been gifted to my friend. Rick Wakeman, Return to the Centre of the Earth. Now, I've actually got that on vinyl, and I wouldn't mind getting a copy on CD, but it isn't in the best of condition, but the CD's playable, so I'm going to be looking for another copy of that, because I've got a couple that are not in the best condition that I've got a pile of CDs in there, the ones that I'm looking for a copy, but for now I'm just going to play the hell out of them. I'd already have this one in my collection, but I want the big box version that I've seen with like a blow up thing inside it, and I think there's a flag and some various other stuff, and this one is Queen live at Wembley Stadium from the Magic Tour 1980, was it 1986, A Kind of Magic? I believe it was 1986, correct me if I am wrong on that one, but does it actually say when this was released? Not sure, but I believe it was 1986. I'd have this one in my collection, How the West Was Won, Led Zeppelin. So you get 2 CDs full of all their hits, which is cool. Then we have, I actually have unboxed this on my YouTube channel and I've got it in my collection. It's a bit battered, but as you can see, The Police, so you get their entire catalogue, which I've literally already got this in my collection. So yeah, this one's gifted to a friend, so we'll be having that one to his collection. Then Jean-Michel Jarre, Oxygen. I only know the Oxygen track. I don't know which part it is, because on the seafront in Rill, you can hear it playing on the seafront, because there's one claw machine or something. Dum 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 dum. It's the only thing I keep hearing on repeat. So, and then my uncle said what it was, and I thought it don't sound that bad. So I've already got this in my collection, a different cover or something. Can't remember if it's like a US edition I've got, or it's one of them, some random companies just released it, but I've already got that one, so that one's passed on to my friend. Then there is Rush, Time Stands Still, the collection. Already got that one. This one I don't know much about, but I know my friend loves them, and it's Sky 2. Don't really know much about the band, but what he said about them, I said I'll check them out at some point. Wonder if there's songs on here that I actually know, or can recognise. No, I know. Nope, don't recognise any of them. This one is the 40th anniversary deluxe edition, Led Zeppelin. So it's a 3-disc edition. Can't believe somebody actually threw this one out. Bloody madness, but I know, as you can see, it just needs a bit of super glue on the case. But that one's gifted to my friend. Then we have Supernatural. I've got this one in my collection to fully dip into. Carlos Santana. I only know, I'm trying to think if that song is on here, because I know a couple of his tracks. I want to see if this is actually on here. Can't see, but yeah, I know 1 or 2 songs of his stuff. Is it Black Magic Woman? And there's a couple of other tracks that I know of. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now it's just a compilation from obviously the soundtrack. Mr. Blue Sky, I know that. I know The Sweet, Fox on the Run. I know Fleetwood Mac The Chain. So it's effectively just like a best of compilation of various artists, which is not something I'd have in my collection. A Conspiracy of Stars from UFO. I've actually already got that one. This one I thought was cool. Just needs a bit of TLC, but I'm going to look for a better copy to add this one to my collection. So you get 10 studio albums of UFO, which is awesome. Now, I know the track Doctor Doctor purely because of I've seen Maiden so many times, and before the Maiden come on, they you know, people are singing to Doctor Doctor, which is a great track. I know there's one or two songs that others that I've heard and I thought these are pretty good, so I need to fully crack them open. And I literally have one of their albums ready to unbox because I pre-ordered it. Thought I'll unbox that one and I'll give that one a listen. Hopes of Planets, I've got that on CD and vinyl. It's just different cover for some reason. And then we have Rick Wakeman, Journey to the Center of the Earth. So another one. Awesome. So that's another pile down. So I've got 2 piles to go. There is a lot of stuff here. Iron Maiden Flight 666. I've already got that one in my collection. Acoustic. Foreigner. So I believe it's just all their songs as acoustic, which is interesting. I'm going to give that one a listen. The Ultimate Boney M. I've listened to 1 or 2 songs. I know Rasputin because of Teresa Has to Recover. I listened to the original and I thought it's not bad. Daddy Cool, I've heard that one, and I've heard Rivers of Babylon, which is not really my thing, but 1 or 2 songs are okay. So just the 1 or 2 songs I've actually got digital on my mixed playlist. Then this one is Afraid of Sunlight from the prog band Marillion. Absolutely awesome. I don't have this in my collection, so I've added it to the basket on eBay, purely because when the cover's a bit wet and I thought something I wouldn't have in my collection. So we've got a copy in the basket ready to buy. The Monkees, I only know, I don't know if it's on here, but that Hey Hey with the Monkees, it's the only one I know, and it's not really something I'd listen to, so that one's passed on to a friend. Beastie Boys, Hello Nasty. I know 1 or 2 songs of this band, but it's not something I listen to, and that will probably go straight in the bin, or if somebody wants it, a spare copy, because you just seen the disc is missing. But yeah, not really my thing, Beastie Boys. I know You've Got a Fight to Right to Party or something. Sabotage, there's a couple of tracks which are okay, but not something I have in my collection. Now, with these CDs, I just grabbed them all, and somebody says, do you check them? No, because I don't really have time with work, and I usually just grab them all, put them in a bag, bring them home, and then I go through them. Ones that I've got CDs in or whatnot, put in, the ones like that are missing a disc, or either, if anybody wants a spare case, or if the case is too bad, it would just go in the bin or something like that. But, you know, I leave some at work, the ones that are beyond salvageable. Then we have Hellbilly Deluxe 2, Rob Zombie. I've actually already got that one in my collection. Prog Rocks Volume 2, so it's a prog rock compilation, which there is a lot of stuff in here, 14 on one and 10 on the other, which for me, I'm thinking of each one has got that many songs on. The songs must not be long, because because most prog rock bands like Yes, Dream Theater and whatnot, they have songs that are like 20-30 minutes. So that the 20-30 minute songs are on here, it's probably like the 1-2 minute songs or something like that. Because progressive rock masterpieces. Cool. I've got this one in my collection, discography, the complete singles collection, Pet Shop Boys, because I actually do like their stuff. I'm not one of these that will go out and collect everything and, you know, spend all my hard-earned cash on various vinyls and all that sort of stuff. I like some of their stuff, so when they pop up on a charity shop or a car boot, like 50p an album, if I haven't got it, I'll pick it up, give it a listen, and that sort of stuff. Now, I virtually know nothing about this band, but I know my brother would absolutely want to get this in his collection. The Bonzo Dog Doodah Band. Now, I think I know there's one song they do, and it's around a horror song. I'm trying to see if it's actually on here, but I cannot see it. Do they do the Monster Mash or something like that? I can't see it on here, but I know they do the one song which I remembered, so that's cool. Iron Maiden Rock in Rio, actually got that one, and that one's from the Brave New World tour back in, was it 2000, 2001? I think it was 2000, Brave New World. The complete Roadrunner collection, 86 to 1990 of King Diamond, Now I've checked this and sadly there's one disc missing, which is annoying, and it's Them, which is missing, which is a shame, but the rest are in there. Then we have Live at San Quentin, which is the Johnny Cash, which was his live one, which is cool. I've actually got that one on vinyl, which I actually found at work in good condition. Then we have Abigail 2, The Revenge, King Diamond. That one's another one gifted to my friend. I've actually already got this one in my collection, Songs for the Deaf. That's Queens of the Stone Age. You probably know the track. For people that don't know the band, they probably know No One Knows, which is their biggest track. And Dave Grohl features on the album. So this is the last pile of CDs. Essential Classic Rock. So not something I'd actually keep in my collection. So there's the back if you want to see what's on it. Probably not something I'd keep in my collection. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. I actually got that on CD and vinyl. And I've got this edition, so no point in me keeping that. Extended versions of Foreigner. So you get quite a lot of their songs, like Cold as Ice, I Want to Know What Love Is, and these are, as it says on the thing, as it says on the tin, okay, and does exactly what it says on the tin, if anybody who knows that quote. But yeah, just all the extended versions of their songs. Man, Myth and Music, awe-inspiring music of imagination. So Reader's Digest, so it's probably some classical or easy listening or something like that. I don't really know much about it. Talking about Iron Maiden, Brave New World. Can't believe somebody actually threw that one away, as well as some of these. So this one is live at the Grand Olympic Auditorium, Rage Against the Machine. It's been a while since I've actually listened to that band, but I listen to them when they come on the radio, or if I'm at a rock pub and they play the song, I'll listen to it. Other than that, I've not really gone out the way to constantly listen to them, because they're not bad, just not something I constantly listen to. Led Zeppelin. I've actually got a deluxe edition of this with extra tracks and stuff, but I believe that's the original pressing, which is cool. The Rolling Stones 40 Licks, so that one's a greatest hits. This one's actually sealed, and this one is Disco. Pet Shop Boys, where I've got this in my collection already. It's cool. Another Best of Boney M, which is passed on to someone, a friend or family. Whatever you want, the very best of Status Quo. I've actually already got that one in my collection, even though this one isn't the best of condition. The Beautiful South, not really my thing. I have listened to their stuff on the radio, and I've said what they are, not my thing at all. Just could not get into them. Then we have some ZZ Top, which is cool. These have come out of that box set, like a box set like that UFO and that King Diamond, where you get a load on, and they've actually came out. The box was damaged, but these are salvageable in good condition. So I thought I'd grab these. And the last two, I've actually already got these on CD. I think they're both on CD, and one of them are on vinyl, which is cool. So I've already got them. One of my all-time favourite albums, and some idiot has actually thrown this away, which I know the book's probably not salvageable, but Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1. Madness, somebody would throw that one away. Another Marillion, Clutching at Straws. Awesome album. I've got that one in my collection. I've actually got this one in my collection, which is Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny. I know there's loads to go through here, so the video isn't too long. ZZ Top. ZZ Top. ZZ Top. So there's a lot of ZZ Top. Somewhere in Time. Keeper of the Seven Keys, Their Legacy. That one's actually good condition. Madness, somebody would throw that one away. Reinventing the Steel, Pantera. Now, I've actually got none of their stuff in my collection. I used to listen to them years ago. I constantly listened to them, and I thought there was ace, and then after a while, just haven't listened to them, and it's been a while since I've listened to them. If I'm in a rock pub or a bar, I'll give them a listen. Other than that, I'm not that really fussed for some reason. I've got this one in my collection. Who Made Who? AC/DC. Which is cool. Iron Maiden, Dance of Death. Still Madness, somebody would throw that away. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Live at Hyde Park. another ZZ Top. And the last one, which I've actually included this in about several other latest haul, which I keep finding at work, and it's the Best of the Doors. So yeah, I keep finding that. I cannot get away from it at work. But yeah, that one's another one that's literally passed on to friends, because I've got a copy in my to listen to pile, because I've heard People Are Strange and I've heard a couple of tracks and I thought, don't mind them. And I thought when I get the chance or get around to it, I'll give them a listen to actually dip into more of them to see what I actually think of them. But yeah, that has been my latest haul by Works haul. Absolutely crazy that someone would throw them away. There was a lot more, but I left a load at work because they were too damaged and I thought there's no point in bringing them home. But the ones that are salvageable, I've actually brought them home. It's a shame some of the books, like bit of water and are stuck together the pages, but I'm sure you can, for some people, they're not that fussed about the book, they just want the CD. So knowing them, they'll take the CDs out, put them in a wallet, and they just want them for their car or something like that. If I had a car, 99% of them would just go in a wallet, and I'd literally stick them in a certain wallet, and that will go in my car to listen to. So hope you enjoyed this latest haul, and I'll catch you in the next one. So Power Symphonic saying, have yourself a good one. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, if you'd like to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of cool stuff, because there's many unboxing videos I do, but then I do my latest haul, show off tattoos when I get more, gig reviews, talk about the bands I love, album reviews, all that sort of epic stuff, all music related. So yeah, if you like and subscribe, all that sort of cool stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. So have yourself a good one. See you later.